Welcome to Books to Make You Better. Alright, this is episode 1 of a little book review video series that I'm going to shoot here. And I'm going to give you 2 books that I have personally read and gained a variety of knowledge or wisdom or inspiration from. These could be old classics, they could be something I just read last week. So this is Books to Make You Better, and so let's start off with the first one. This one is Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk of The Thunder Show, Wine Library TV. And this one, many of you out there, if you're entrepreneurs or looking to improve success, you've probably already got this one in your library, so this is going to be kind of redundant, me talking about it. But Gary Vaynerchuk is the real deal. This cool little book, it's not that big as you can see. This is a super fast read, which is what I really like about it, or one of the many things I really like about it. I've read this book at this point about 8 different times. I pretty much try to devour it at this point now almost once a month. And it's almost like this book for me just gives me that kind of kick in the ass that I need to keep going after my dreams of being an entrepreneur and building businesses and having that type of success. This book deals with mainly with his success of building an online brand and for himself and his wine business. You're not going to get a lot of like specific tactics as far as like marketing or tactics on how to use YouTube or Facebook or Flickr, Twitter, whatever. What this is more like mindset type stuff. This is his story of how he started out with next to nothing as far as his videos and how he shot them. But it's like I said, it's mostly mindset. And the way he talks is just, as I said earlier, he's the real deal. I got a chance to meet him at a local bookstore for a book signing for his second book, which I'll talk about in another video. And this guy is, a multimillionaire, but he rolled into that book signing wearing blue jeans, worn tennis shoes, and a New York Jets t-shirt that seriously, it was about as thin as tissue paper. So thus you knew it was like one of his favorite shirts, and he'd been washing it like over and over and over a lot of years. And I know about that because I used to have a 49ers jersey when I was a kid that literally just fell apart because I wore it so much. So this is a great book for anyone who's trying to build a business online. Get this. You can go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, what have you. This is definitely worth the purchase price, whether you get it used or brand new. But you're going to beat the hell out of this book by how many times you read it. And the second one here, this is called Winning Bodybuilding by Franco Columbo. As you can tell, this is an old book. This is like from the late 1970s. Again, this one got beat up pretty bad over the years. It's got, soda pop stains, all kinds of stuff. I got this from my Uncle Scott when I was early teens, and he was a bodybuilder. He was into weightlifting, boxing. He had his free weights, his bench press, homemade tricep pushdown stuff in my grandmother's basement. And I just thought that was like the coolest stuff ever. And this was one of his books, and he gave this to me at an early age, and I literally just devoured this thing like immediately. And I was like weightlifting maniac down in grandma's basement like for the next few months. I mean, I was just trying to lift any kind of weight, following these exercises. Even though this is like a pretty old book as far as bodybuilding information goes, this is still, I think, one of the standards for anybody who's looking to start beginning bodybuilding. Covers all the basic exercises, nutrition, recovery, injuries. Now this also has chapters about competitive bodybuilding, but this is just a really rock solid little book. I mean, obviously it must have something in it because I still got it, okay? I just turned 40. I got this when I was like 12, 13 years old. And I will still flip through it. I'll still look for stuff, look for information. Winning Bodybuilding, Franco Columbo. He was Mr. Olympia back in the day when Arnold Schwarzenegger was competing. He was one of his best friends. Plus, I really dig this book because Franco was like a short dude, and I'm 5'7", so hey, that rocks too. All right, this is J Boom. This is Jason Leegard. J Boom, finishing up Books to Make You Better. This is episode 1. Go get Gary Vaynerchuk's Crush It, and you get Winning Bodybuilding from Franco Columbo. This one's going to be a little harder to find. You might have to do some searching online through Amazon or other websites. But both these, rock solid. So with that, boom!